Now we talk to a man who has been here in his rookie campaign and has seen nothing but goodness from Brent Key and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. He is Director of Athletics at Georgia Tech. Ryan Alpert joins us here in the locker room on the Fan 680, 93.7 FM. Ryan, thank you so much for your time this morning in the locker room.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Awesomely awesome. You have a Saturday night trip to Raleigh taking on NC State. It is not just an ACC game, a national showcase. To you, what stands out about this matchup from an AD's perspective with all that is still on the line for the Jackets?
Yeah, I mean, I think every game we're playing now for the last couple of weeks, it's been a national showcase. When you're undefeated and you're sitting there in the top 10 and there's always a bullseye on your back of that's how other teams, even if they're not in the hunt for the CFP or the ACC championship, they're always looking to take down the teams that are sitting there at the top. So we get everybody's best shot. It's a night game. I believe it's a sellout crowd there in Raleigh for NC State. So, we're getting everybody's best shot. And they got a really good football team. They're well coached. And not to give you coaches speak, but I do think they're a talented program. And we're going to have to go out there and play our best ball and put together 4 quarters and hopefully come out of there with a win.
Ryan, with the revenue sharing in the ACC tied to TV numbers, do you have any say or any conversation? Because I know a lot of times at this point of the year, they're doing the 6-day hold for what time games are going to be on TV. Do you have any say when Georgia Tech gets to play? Because obviously prime time, you're going to get more eyes on the prize a lot of times.
No. Now, do I send text messages and call the conference office, and are they annoyed with me at times? Probably. But no, the ACC's done a great job, and actually the stats are showing this year that the SEC is leading in viewership, but actually the ACC's number 2 ahead of the Big Ten and the Big 12. Our league has done a great job partnering with ESPN and finding windows of games. So like our best games, you've probably seen us play at noon a bunch. That's intentional, though. The ACC's putting their primary game at noon, and then looking to like this week going at 7:30. So they've been very intentional about putting their top programs, which we are there this year, in time windows that give us the chance to have the best viewership.
Ryan Alpert, Director of Athletics at Georgia Tech, joining us here in the locker room via the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker line.
Ryan, talk about the Georgia Tech Athletics fourth quarter initiative popping up through the end of the season, kind of building on the momentum that the team has got on the football field to help them off the football field as well.
Oh, the fourth quarter initiative. Yeah, it's the point. Are you talking about the points for the donors?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's every year we kind of get into this crunch and really are promoting the scholarships and the impact of how we can continue to invest in our holistic student athlete program. And so what a better time. I think every year we've launched it and this is the first year we've been undefeated going into it. And so the energy, the buzz, like for pun intended there, around our athletic department right now is extremely high. And so we're asking folks to jump in, help support our scholarship program, help support everything that we're doing for the holistic student athlete here at Georgia Tech. So we've got a point multiplier on it, which, now points are now more important than ever before because that's how we allocate postseason tickets, travel opportunities. So this is our time to, for folks that are listening, jump in, donate, give, and ultimately it helps you access our postseason events. And we're going to go through a reseeding in 2 years when the stadium gets redone. Everything matters now, and it's going to give you the opportunity to put yourself, from a donor standpoint, invest in our success and put you in a position to put, have access to the best things that we're doing.
Now, Joe Hamilton had a chance to sit down for the Heisman Trophy Award, and he deserved it. Haynes King is putting together a season where it looks like he deserves to have an invite, and he deserves it. How could a Heisman run from Haynes King elevate the entire program in recruiting, visibility, and the overall brand perception of Georgia Tech?
Yeah, I mean, Haynes is let's start with him. He's an unbelievable young man. Even off the field, he's probably a better man than he is on the field, and that's a quality kid that we have here. And when you talk about national recognition, anytime your coaches, players can be up for national awards, it speaks volume for the overall athletic department and certainly the football program. But the Heisman Trophy, it gets very, and Brent talked about this in his press conference this week, it is for the best player nationally. And I think without a doubt, in my mind, Haynes King is the best college football player to step on the field this year, has the highest level of impact to helping his team go out and produce and win. And so for Georgia Tech overall as the institute, not just the athletic department, to have somebody in that conversation week in and week out is extremely brand building. And that's what we're trying to cascade as an athletic department, is build upon winning traditions, our coaches and players getting national recognition and national awards. And that allows our marketing team and our ticket sales team and our sponsorship team to go into the community and execute a plan that helps us grow and make sure this isn't just a one-year opportunity to be successful. Brent and I want to build something here that we can have success year in and year out and compete for ACC and national championships.
Georgia Tech Director of Athletics Ryan Alpert joining us here in the locker room via the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker line.
Ryan, I know that Brent and the team will not look ahead, but I'm going to ask you to do it just a little bit with us here, because I have a feeling you've probably heard from, whether it's just at the coffee shop or friends of yours that are seeing how this season's unfolding. Are you getting a sense of what this game against Georgia could look like and mean, and all the things and everything people are looking forward to right now?
Yeah, I think it's Brent's job and the program's job. They've got to look one game at a time, and they got to be 1-0. You don't want me calling plays or playing out there. So yes, I look down the field and looking at. The Georgia game could quite possibly, if we both continue to win and put ourselves in position. It could be the best college football game, matchup of the entire season, and that's why we play the game, and that's why the programs have been rivals for so long. And how great would that be for the city, for the community, for the state to go in there with two nationally, teams having great success. But it's not just the Georgia game. I'm trying to look at how do we capitalize on the success for the next couple games this year, but into next season, as we look to what does that schedule look like, how are we marketing ourselves, how are we continuing, again, to make sure this isn't just a one-year opportunity. How do we make and build sustained success at Georgia Tech and for the whole athletic department, but specifically the football program?
I'll say, Ryan, with the football program being really good, is there residual that may carry over to basketball? Basketball gets underway on Monday, November the 3rd, this coming up Monday against Maryland Eastern Shore down at McCamish. Have you seen maybe an uptick in ticket sales because people are so excited about what's going on with football and hoping that it carries over to Coach Stoudemire's team?
Yeah, I think, our men's team, our women's team, I think what football does is it's a pride builder. And that's what I talk to the Institute, our fans about, the community. The athletic department is a connector, and it connects our alums, again, the community. And so, when one program's winning, and certainly when it's football, it puts you on the national pedestal. It makes everybody more excited to be a Georgia Tech fan. It's, young kids. I've got, kids in elementary school at Morris Brannon, and they're doing a reading test and with the Atlanta Public School District, and if everybody's more excited about the opportunity to come to a Georgia Tech basketball game because the Georgia Tech football programs put such great light on the athletic department. So absolutely, we're seeing an uptick, and we'll push through that. And so hopefully we get on a great run in men's and women's basketball, and then we can lean into everything we do as we're winning here, and that certainly is going to build a brand for us in the local community.
Ryan, we were having fun earlier. Home team and I are big wrestling fans. Kelly and Finn, not so much. You guys have one of the greatest alum in the WWE and Roman Reigns. Have you reached out to Roman yet at all, maybe to get him back down at Georgia Tech?
Oh, yeah, we're talking to Roman all the time. He's super engaged. Now, we're always looking to improve the fan experience. Would you guys be willing to do a wrestling match at halftime or postgame that we could promote maybe for the pit game?
Do you know how bad I would like to put Brian Finneran in the figure 4 leg lock? He doesn't believe it's a real thing, or I can lock it in.
Yeah, we're always trying to build fan experiences. I think we could really market that and up our attendance. But no, Roman's been incredible. I think going back to last year in Ireland, when Seamus and I came back, and so when Roman's been engaged and what he did on Pat McAfee a few weeks ago, talking about the program, and then I think we actually reached out to him when she's unavailable to be the captain for the Georgia game, and so it's incredible to have somebody with that type of voice that can promote the program and has complete buy-in to what we're doing here at Georgia Tech.
Well, it's always great catching up with you, Ryan. This has been one memorable and just a fun ride, a good group, good coaching, and a fun quarterback. Hopefully the ride continues in Raleigh Saturday night, and we'll all be listening right here on your home for the Jacket, Sports Radio 680 The Fan. We look forward to catching up with you down the road.
I appreciate you having me on. Let me know about that wrestling match.
Let's go.
You got it. There he is, Director of Athletics at Georgia Tech, Ryan Alpert, joining us via the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker Line.